Listen, I don't know much about nursing in New Zealand, but I do know that I have a newfound disdain for the New Zealand Health Minister, Simeon Brown, who had the absolute unmitigated audacity to say at the nursing union's annual conference that was only about a week or so after 36,000 nurses and CNAs went on a 2-day strike, okay? This tool really got up there in front of all the nurses and said, "You're hurting patients by going on strike. You need to put patients first." What? So one nurse who was so upset by this stood up, turned their back on the speaking health minister, and everyone else followed suit. And soon they were all standing up with their back facing this tool. Look at this. What an absolute power move. I could not possibly love this anymore. But also, who invited him? Why is he at the nursing union's annual conference? He doesn't even go here. He doesn't need to be there. But wait, it gets worse. This is the first day of their strike, right? A couple weeks back, when they were outside the health minister's office. And if you zoom into the windows there, you will see a huge sign plastered across the windows that said that their strike was disrupting more than 13,000 surgeries. Like, okay, let's just forget about the fact that patients are dying every single day as a result of poor staffing. But yeah, let's focus on the 13,000 cataract surgeries that had to be rescheduled.
My views in regards to the impact of strikes on patients. Thousands of patients have had care delayed, hips, knees, cataract operations delayed, and ultimately that is a very real human cost, which I believe needed to be called out. But look, at the same time, I acknowledge the need that we need to be hiring.
Tell me you're clueless without telling me you're clueless. He's so ignorant, he doesn't realize how ignorant he's coming across. When asked what his reaction was to the nurses turning their back on him, he said he's unfazed. He's unfazed by it. Mind you, they went on strike after a recently released report that showed New Zealand hospitals were short an average of 587 nurses per shift in 2024. That's for like 59 different hospitals. The absolute gaslighting, that's like textbook manipulation and gaslighting. You're hurting patients by going on strike. That's the exact empathy manipulation that has been weaponized against nurses for generations. Simeon Brown, you are an enemy to nurses and caregivers everywhere.